The topic today is, welcome to my trash can, the secrets to living on the street. We're going to see that the state of homelessness is partially a state of mind as well as a situational phenomenon. We'll first talk about it in broad context. I've often said that if you give a homeless man a motorcycle, he's called a free man. He goes with the wind, puts what he can in a motorcycle, and off he goes. And people say, look at that, there's a free man. Somebody else could say, no, he's really homeless. But it's his attitude. If he says, no, I'm free, I'm not tied down by any person or anything, when I get my saddlebags, I'm gone. So his attitude could be, I'm free. If we look at the holy men of India and in other countries who wander in the mountains begging for alms for just a little bit of rice, there's no pity for these people. They're respected and revered as holy men. So is it possible then that an individual who gives up his home and lives in the streets but promotes his understanding of the Word of God, will not such a person be respected, and will we call that person homeless? Well, technically, perhaps they are homeless, but we'd have a very different idea about whether that person is homeless or not. We might even want to listen to what that person has to say. Why? Because they succeeded in doing something that most people can't do. They left all their material possessions behind them. And they went out promoting the Word of God as they understood the Word of God. So, would a person feel sorry for that person or look down on that person? Perhaps some would, but others would respect and revere this person. Would want to bring some food or something to help that person on their way, because they're serving God in their way. And they renounced all material possessions that they can then serve us. That person is homeless. As far as I know, if history stands as I understand it, Jesus Christ, was he not homeless? I think he was. Now, so we understand from this something about homelessness as a state of mind, and at the same time it represents for many people their worst fear. My God, I'll be homeless, I'll be out on the streets. And at any given time you have 800,000 people on a given day out on the streets, but some of it's revolving. Some's long-term, some is long-term. But if you look at how many different people in a year are on the streets without a home, it's about 3 million. 3 million people a year homeless on the streets. Now, 61% of homeless individuals are unattached single adult males. 15% are children who live with at least one parent on the streets. And 15% are single unattached women. Half the people, the average income of homeless people is under $300 a month. In the 1990s, in the United States, we doubled the number of available beds for homeless people. It went from 1988, where there was 300,000 beds, it went to 600,000 beds. There's been in the 1990s also an increase in soup kitchens. But as we speak shortly with Bill, who's lived this lifestyle, he doesn't like the drama of living in these shelters, and he's going to tell us about the drama that's there. 31% of the homeless people have either a mental problem or a substance abuse issue. Mental disorder or a substance abuse issue, 31%. 50% have a chronic physical disability. So certainly healthcare is an issue.